Hello and welcome to Rathods IAS Academy. Today in this session, we are going to see current affairs of 10th June 2024. So let's get started with our discussion, and most of the articles are political articles, so there is no need to go through that articles. So only articles which are relevant from our examination point of view, we are going to take in our discussion. Clear? So let's get started. So this is the front page of Delhi edition. So whichever edition you are having, you can take that. There is no need to take only this Delhi edition. Clear? So in this first page, I see like this article is somewhat relevant. Title says 8 pilgrims killed, 33 injured as bus comes under fire in Jammu. So what are the dimensions you have to see? So you have to see about pilgrims in India. You have to see about pilgrims in India, and especially you have to focus on schemes of government regarding this pilgrimage. Okay, so this is the first important area you have to focus, and schemes is always important and also favorite area of UPSC, so you can expect questions. This is the first one, schemes. And second thing that you have to focus is accidents in these pilgrims. So this part which comes under your disaster management. And if you read this newspaper every day, you will be coming across this bus accidents, and next one is fires in buses. So here you have to see some important areas. So first one is, what are the causes? What are the causes? So you can get this type of case studies in your ethics from GS paper 4, and they will explain one scenario that you are transportation ministry, okay, ministry department, or working in that transportation department or ministry. So you came across this type of issues, and higher authority is pressurizing you to take some steps like that. So in this context, you have to think about what are the measures. What are the measures you will take to control this? Clear? So here I am also covering your ethics related case studies. Yeah, now let us move on to next page. So in this city page, I found nothing relevant, and you can directly jump on to your states page. So in the states page, here you can see one small article which is relevant from our examination point of view. Title says illegal mining policemen run over by tractor in UP, Bihar. So here actually constable, he was run over by a tractor allegedly belonging to sand mafia. So what happens, normally this kinds of incident will happen especially in the sand mafia or any mining mafia. Okay, for example, if any policeman who is stopping, who is want to stop, who is questioning there, so he will be dashed by using the vehicles. That is the thing which is going on reality. So here you have to focus on what is this illegal mining. So let us see the dimensions that you have to focus. So this article is talking about illegal mining, and this article especially talking about sand mining, but here overall we are going to discuss about illegal mining. And this illegal mining is important from GS paper 1 under geography, and under GS paper 3 environment and ecology. And even this illegal mining is important from GS paper 3 under economy as well. And even in your GS paper 4, that is your ethics and integrity. So in this ethics and integrity also we have environmental ethics, EE. So in all these dimensions, so this article is important. So you have to see what is this illegal mining and examples of illegal mining. You have to see laws or acts which are present in India regarding this illegal mining. You can see what is the impact and what are the measures you can take to control this illegal mining. So, all these are the important things that you have to remember from this article, and we are going to see this in detail. Okay, are you getting or not? So, in how many dimensions you have to think? So, you have to get that. You have to start thinking from today. Okay, whenever you decided to clear this examination and to become an IAS officer or like IPS officer or IRS officer, so on that minute onwards you start thinking. Thinking is very important. Thinking is a weapon. Okay. So, now let us see why it is in use. Illegal mining is nothing but it is the extraction of minerals or either mineral ores or any other valuable resources from land or any water body without necessary permits. So, without permission, without license and without any approval, if you are going for exploring them or extracting them, then that is called as illegal mining. So, when we are calling it as illegal, when there is no permission, when there is no license, when there is no permit or whenever there is no approval. If we are going for extraction of minerals or ores or any other valuable resources, then that is called as illegal mining. So, it can also involve even violation of environment, labor and safety standards. So, all these are violated in this illegal mining. So, if you see some important details, so what it causes? It causes environment degradation because we are going for exploitation. So, because of this mining, illegal mining, it also leads to deforestation, it also causes soil erosion, it also leads to groundwater pollution. So, because of this what will happen? There will be negative impact on habitats or like there will be negative impact on ecology and environment. So, there will be negative consequences. And next one is this illegal mining will also causes like releasing of hazardous materials into environment. For example, mercury, cyanide, etc. So, if you take cyanide, it will be very deadly to our life. Okay. So, it will be poses serious health issues, serious risks and nearby communities also. And next one is loss of revenue. So, it can also leads to whenever you are going for illegal mining, there is no permission, no permit, etc. So, because of this it is loss of revenue for whom? For government ultimately. And the next one here is human rights violation. So, illegal mining also leads to human rights violation. For example, the present incident which happened in UP. And next one is it also leads to forced labor, child labor and exploitation of vulnerable populations, right. So, these are some important things. And next one is what are the laws related to mining in India. So, which are the laws which are present in India regarding mining? You have to know that. First one is we have serial number 23 in the list 2 of state list. That means actually in our state list. For example, we have schedule 7. Okay, we have schedule 7 in our Indian constitution. So, this schedule which talks about 3 lists. First one is state list, second one is center list and third one is concurrent list. So, whatever the subjects which are present in the state list, state government have the ultimate power to make the laws, okay, that are regarding the subjects in our state list. So, what about center list or union list? So, in this union list, central government is having the ultimate power to make the laws. And in this concurrent list, we have both power is given to state government and central government to make the laws. So, here this is talking about state list. So, in state list, here in this 23 number, so our constitution is saying that state government owns the minerals which are located within boundaries. So, within the boundaries of state, it is the responsibility of the state to give the license. That is the meaning of this. And next one is in the central list or in the union list. So, it also says that central government can own the minerals which comes under exclusive economic zone. Okay, what is this exclusive economic zone? So, if you see like land, for example, especially you are beginner, right. So, for example, if it is a land, so we have a certain boundary, right, but this is water, Okay, here we have one country. So here till how much area it comes under the responsibility of that so and so land part. So that will be decided by UNCLOS, United Nations Law of Convention of Seas. Okay, United Nations Convention of Law of Seas. So according to this, it says that if there is any country here till 200 nautical miles, so it is the area of that country, it comes under jurisdiction of that country. Okay, so here if it is the state, so entire state government is responsible for the things which are present within the state. But what if there is exclusive economic zone? In this exclusive economic zone, it is the power of central government again, which is clearly given in our constitution itself. And next one is, even we have Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act of 1957. So this is also deals with this minerals in our country. And next one is, we have International Seabed Authority, that is ISA. So this International Seabed Authority, which is focusing on mineral exploration, and it is exclusively focusing on seabed exploration, that is exploration of minerals from deep seabed. And next one is, we are also having United Nations Treaty at international level, and at this international level India is the part, okay, of this treaty. Clear? So this is about illegal mining and about minerals in India. Now let us move on to next topic, students. Okay, so again advertisement, you can leave that simply. So in this states page, let us see if there is any article important. Yes, here you can see one article, heat wave, water scarcity pushing Delhi's night shelter dwellers to edge. So here this article is talking about heat wave. So actually it is not a new topic that we are going to discuss, but it's a very old topic. But because of this type of articles which are repeatedly coming in newspaper, there is no choice for me, I have to give some details. Right? So don't mistake me that I am telling the topics which have been repeated, but in newspaper they are appearing, so that you have to read that. So if you already know about that, it will be helpful for your revision. So think in this positive way. Okay. So this article is talking about heat wave. It is talking about heat wave. So here you have to understand what is this heat wave and what are the measures to be taken. So before that you have to know standard definition, either it is given by Indian Meteorological Department or World Meteorological Organization. You have to see what is the criteria to be met to call anything as a heat wave, and you have to see about what are the causes of this heat wave in India, why we are getting this type of news. And even if time permits, you can collect some data regarding status of heat wave in India. Clear? So all these are very important, guys. So you have to focus on this. Let us see this article in detail. Okay, so what is this heat wave? So heat wave is nothing but whenever there is a prolonged, means long period of excessively hot weather, and because of this excessive hot weather it causes adverse impacts on whom? On human health, animal health, entire environment and entire economy of the country. Clear? So IMD gave one definition regarding this heat wave. So if we want to call it as heat wave, it need to meet certain standards. So first one here is, in plains, in coastal regions, in hilly regions, there is a different criteria, and you have to know this criteria for sure. So first one is maximum temperature recorded at a station which is 40 degrees centigrade or more. So in this plains, whenever there is temperature which is more than 40 degrees, that is called as heat wave. And in the coast, if the maximum temperature is 37 degrees centigrade or more, that is called as a heat wave. And in hilly regions, if it is 30 degrees or more than 30 degrees, then it is called as a heat wave. So what is that? In plains 40, in coastal 37, in hilly regions 30. So remember this numbers. because UPSC can play with numbers. And next one is, what are the factors now we are seeing increased frequency of heat waves in India? So first one is natural causes. Natural causes are, the first one is there is high atmospheric pressure systems. Okay, so heat wave causes when there is high pressure system stalled over a region. So whenever this high pressure region which formed, it will trap warm air near the earth's surface. So because of this, what happens? So whenever high pressure is there, so there will be descending movement of air. So if there is any low pressure, there will be ascending movement will be there. So whenever high pressure is created, so it can trap the warm air at the surface of the earth. So because of this, the natural movement of the air will be obstructed. So because of this, for the prolonged period, we can absorb heat wave. And next one is, there is climate variability. So natural climate variations, for example El Nino and La Nina events, they will influence weather patterns and they can also increase the livelihood of the heat waves. For example, during this El Nino events, warmer ocean waters in the tropical Pacific, that will lead to the changes in atmosphere circulations and as well as regarding this weather patterns. And this one is drought and dry conditions. So because of this prolonged periods of drought and because of the lack of precipitation, that reduces overall moisture of the soil. So because of this, again the heat will be increased. And next one is changes in the wind patterns. So whenever there is shift in the wind pattern, transport of hot air from one region to another region will happen. So because of this, there is further intensification of heat waves. Okay, and next one is because of geography and topography. For example, if you are seeing landlocked area, so in that landlocked area there is high temperature, okay, compared to that of open area. So this is also one important reason. And apart from that, there are also many human induced factors that you have to know. First one is because of global warming. As you all know, because of increasing of vehicle usage, increasing of energy demand and increased use of thermal power, everything and everywhere, so we are increasing the pollution. So because of this increasing of pollution and increasing of the releasing of the GHGs, that is greenhouse gas emissions, ultimately what happening here is there is increasing of global warming. Further, this global warming leads to increasing of heat waves. And this one is urban heat island effect. Urban areas with high population density and as well as extensive concrete and asphalt surfaces. So wherever you go, we have concrete things, concrete structures. So they are trapping the heat. So because of this, we are seeing urban heat islands. Okay, so this is also one important reason. And what will be the impact? Tell me fast. So first one is there will be adverse impact on human body. Right, so whenever you are prolongedly, okay, whenever you are exposing to more heat for the long duration of time, then what happens? There will be ill effects like increasing of heat cramps or sunstroke or sometimes heat exhaustion and heat stroke, hyperthermia, etc. So these will be some negative impacts on your health. And this one is there is impact on energy. So heat waves increases electricity demand for cooling purposes. Now we will be using more coolers, ACs, fans, etc. And next one is there will be impact on economy. Because of this increased heat, so productivity of the humans will be decreased because they will be not working for the long duration of time. So because of this, it will be disrupting economic activities, and even because of heat waves, it will be also affecting the productivity of agriculture, and even there will be lack of access to the reliable electricity. Okay, so all these things will be negatively impacting. And next one is there will be negative impact on water resources also. So heat waves, they exacerbate water scarcity because whenever there is high heat, water will be get evaporated from water bodies. So because of this, there is decreasing of groundwater table. Okay, and because of this, recently in the Bangalore also there is water crisis. And this one is impact on food security. Because of rise of heat waves, that also increases the probability of droughts. and even there will be increase in the demand for irrigation water, and there will be negative impact on agriculture also. And next, let us see the next topic. It is about the Bareilly case and a flawed criminal justice system. So here, as an UPSC aspirant, you need to know about criminal justice system in India. So we are going to see that. So first, let us see about what is this criminal justice system. So if we are talking about criminal laws, so we have Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and next one is Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita and Bharatiya Saksha Act. So these three are the new laws in our country which replaced our old British era laws of Indian Penal Code, Criminal Procedure Code, and as well as Indian Evidence Act. So I want to show you one small image so that you can make the things in an order. So IPC 1860 had been replaced by Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Bill. And next one is Code of Criminal Procedure had been replaced by Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita. Criminal Suraksha, like that you can remember. And Indian Evidence Act by Bharatiya Saksha. Okay. So it will have 358 sections here, 531, 170. So clear? And now why we need this criminal reform laws in India? It is very important. And here you can expect your mains question. So first one is colonial legacy. So whatever the previous laws were there, Indian Evidence Act, IPC, CRPC, so they were the legacy of British colonial period. Okay, and after we got independence also we are following those only. So that is the one cause of concern. So here it says that even now Britishers are influencing our legal system. So we want to replace them. Clear? And this one is punishment centric approach. So earlier the laws, they prioritized punishment over ensuring the justice for people. Okay, but now we are focusing on justice providing for the people. And next one is whatever the framework that was present in that IPC, CRPC, they are outdated. So because they enacted in 19th century, now we are in 21st century. So laws, they should be according to the technological advancements. Because now we came with digitalization, we are using apps for the payments, etc. So everything had been digitalized now. So what are the punishments are there? They have to address this 21st century's challenges like cyber attacks, etc. And next one is there is also low conviction rate. The antiquated laws contributed to low conviction rates and prolonged legal processes, diminishing the public trust in the legal system. And apart from this, gender sensitivity is also very important. So previous laws didn't focus on this gender, but now we are focusing on gender sensitivity crimes against, for example, women, against children, which is reflecting the things. And next one is complex procedures. So complicated procedures and excessive paperwork that led to delayed trials in this IPC, CRPC. But now we are focusing on addressing those inefficiencies in our criminal justice system. And next one is potential misuse. Authorities, they could misuse the laws to target individuals and to infringe on civil liberties, and there is also misuse of sedition charges. So we are focusing on that. And next one is now we are especially focusing on victim centric, because there are many reports that are saying that whatever the laws which are present, they are not focusing on the victims, and 30% of eligible victims, they receive compensation, highlighting the need for the streamlining of accessible systems. So we have to make our system accessible to everyone. And next one is even there is lack of technological integration in this old laws. So we are focusing on updating as per the technological requirements. And this one is India witnessed over 2.4 million cyber crime cases in 2022, but the conviction rate stands at a mere of 3.4%. So we have to focus on even technological advancements and skilled cyber crime investigations. And this one is there is also a very limited scope. The laws which have been failed to adequately address contemporary issues like cyber crimes, terrorism, and organized crime. So we have to focus on these as well. So because of this, we need advancements in our even laws which are present. Clear? So this is about this topic. And now let us see next topic. It is about Baltimore ship in accident and high stakes for India. So this article which is talking about one ship had been collided this bridge where it is located in Baltimore in US. So you can get question regarding places in US, Baltimore in UK, but it is in US. So in that way you have to remember places in news. So in this way you can expect your question. So why it is in news here? On 26 March, a big ship which had crashed into a bridge in Baltimore. So it is causing a part of it. So after hitting, a part of it had been fell down, and even accident involved the vehicles, peoples on the bridge, and even they went for search for 6 people who had been believed that they had been fell into the river below. So what happened? So the name of that ship is Dali. So it is leaving Baltimore and it is heading towards Sri Lanka. And shortly after leaving, the ship had some problems, like lights started their flickering, and finally they went off course after hitting the bridge. And this incident which happened in the early morning around 1 and a half, okay, 1 a.m. okay, 1:30 a.m. and the crew of the ship sent out made a signal because they don't they are not even control that ship. So what happened wrong here? Because of engine problems, even they got like a smell of burnt fuel. Okay, and next one is the breakup generator eventually restored some power. So because of some issues, especially engine problem, this incident had happened. So here now what we have to focus. So here we have to focus like what about the bridge which are present in our present day, whether they can sustain this type of incidents or not. So one thing we have to think, and next one is whenever any larger ship is moving, so we have to do adequate checks for that ship, and even you have to see like whether that ship can move that much large distance or not, it is fit or not. So if you are taking some preventive steps, obviously that will be very helpful and we can prevent such type of accidents. Okay, now let us move on to our paper. Okay, I did with our editorial page. So I did this article, and this article it is about inflation. So in yesterday's class we discussed, that is on Saturday. And in this page you can see settling trade disputes through litigation. So in tomorrow's class I am going to cover, and even economy sir is going to cover this topic extensively regarding WTO. And one more thing is students online free class had been done, right? And today I gave one micro listing of topics class from around 4 to 6 p.m. So that had been already present in the live session of our YouTube channel. So if you want, go and watch that. And one more thing here is offline still demo classes are going on, and now the classes are taken by our famous economy sir, that is Ramesh sir, and especially students from Telugu states like AP and Telangana, they will be knowing about him well. So if you want to listen to the classes of Ramesh sir, you can come and you can sit in the classroom and you can listen to the classes of our economy sir till 25th June. Okay, so that is for free for only offline. So if you are staying in Hyderabad, or if you want to have that access to this economic classes, then you can come and you can sit in the class. Clear? And in this text and context, there is one article regarding, is it time for proportional representation? So in our election system, we have like first past the post system, and next one is a proportional representative system. Okay, so here you have to know some dimensions. I'll let you know the dimensions. So in elections, we have first past post system, and next one is proportional representation system. So you have to know what is this FPPS. Okay, so in this, whoever the person who is getting more number of votes, he will be announced as a winner. But here transfer of votes will be happened. Okay, the person who is getting least number of votes, that will be shared till whoever the person who is getting the majority, then that person will be becoming the winner or voted. Okay, so here you have to see in which type of elections, which kind of voting system is followed in India. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of this different types of elections or voting system? So this is very important from your prelims. And if you move on to your news page. There is nothing much important here. So most of the articles are political articles only. Okay, that's all. So these are the very important articles that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. So by this I am concluding. Thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe to Rathods IAS Academy, and do hit the like button and share this video to your friends. And thank you so much guys. Thank you for your support.